Here we are running that object file. So dot slash then object file name. After that I am giving some input. Here Bachelor of Engineering. So what will happen? So total argument count is 4 including object file name. So in this program we are printing the number of command line argument is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So argument count is 4 and then what will be the values? So argument v of 0 stored with a dot out. Argument v of 1 stored with bachelor. Argument v of 2 stored with off. Argument v of 3 stored with engineering. So by using for statement until the count reaches 4 you are printing argument v of I. So that will print the values. So this is what we discussed in the last class. Now coming to the environment list, similar to argument list, for your program, one more list is passed called environment list. So it is a variable length list of environment variables. So whenever a C program is executed, it is also passed a variable length list of environment variable called environment list. So with the additional like argument list, you can a program is also passed with a variable length list which consists of environment variables called environment list. So environment list is nothing but it is the list which consists of variable length of environment variables. See here, this is an example. So this is environment list. One is home, path, shell, user, login name. So these are that describes about the environment of your program. What is the home directory? What will be the path of the program? What is the shell? Then who is the user? Under which name you have logged in? So these things are nothing but environment variables. It is a variable length list. So here it is not restricted to 5. You can include many number of variables. So these are nothing but environment variables. We may have more number of environment variables. So it is a variable length. So here you don't have argument count. Okay, so you may have any number of environment variables. So for that we have to specify the end of the list by including a null symbol. So that is each program is also passed an environment list like argument list. So like argument list, an environment list is passed. Okay. The environment list is an array of character pointers. So environment list is it is an array of character pointer. So it is storing a string with each pointer containing the address of the null terminated C string. So this is an array which consists of strings. So all the strings must end with null. Okay, so strings are ends with null. That is the meaning of this point. Then, in case of argument list, a count of number of arguments getting passed. So, in case of argument list, we may have a variable. We will be having a variable called argument C that specifies the argument count. Whereas in the case of environment list, you don't have such kind of thing. But here, since the count of the number of elements in this array of pointers, environment list, is not provided. So it must be terminated by a null pointer. So here, the end of the list, environment list end is indicated by this null pointer. That is the meaning. Are you clear up to this? If yes,
Yes, ma'am.
type singles in the comment section. Type singles in the comment section. Okay. The array of pointer to C string containing environment variable is accessible to a C program as an optional third argument. Keep that in mind. It is an optional argument. So the array of pointers to C strings containing environment variables. So these are nothing but the environment variables. Accessible. We can access it through the C program. It is an optional third argument. See the main function. Usually we represent argument C, argument V. Along with that, you are passing one more argument, character star env. So this one represents environment variable list, environment list. So the format of environment variable is name equal to value. That is home is equal to the path of the home directory. Okay. So name is equal to value. That is the format of environment variable. That is environment variable is equal to a string will be represented. So the environment list is pointed by the environment pointer. Now coming to the environment variable. So environment variable, it is a name to value association. So for each name, a value will be associated. For example, path equal to the path of the file. Home equal to the home directory location. See here, user is equal to username. So like that, a name value pair it is. Okay. So some of these are manually set by the user and others are set by the system at login time. So few we can set and many of the things are set by the system. Okay, for environment variables. So what is the environment variable? What is the value associated with it? So that we can also set and the program that is the system can also set. Okay. So that is each process in Unix has its own set of environment variables. So the purpose is it is used to send information about the user environment, such as current working directory, terminal type, for example, to the program being run. So here you can send the information about the user environment to the program. So such as current working directory or terminal type, for example. So here is the some environment variable example. User, who is the user, what will be the home directory, which terminal we are working, then what will be the path of the path of the file, then present working directory. So these are few example of environment variable. Then continuation. So for to get the host name, what is the variable name? This is the host name variable, home environment variable, path, then terminal. So these are nothing but the variables, environment variables. The spelling we should not change. Okay. How to get the value in Unix? See here by using echo command, dollar. If you type the environment variable, the value will be displayed. Echo dollar home, echo dollar path. See here on the right side, echo dollar home. So what will be the home directory address that will be displayed here. Suppose if I want to change the home directory, in that case, I have to change the value. Okay, I want to change the home directory value to Akila. So in that case, for to set the value for environment variable, you have to make use of this command export. So export an environment variable. To set an environment variable, the export command is used. So by using export, variable name is equal to a new value. So now this new value is assigned to this variable. That is the meaning. So after that I am typing echo print the value of home now. See here it is changed. So for to change the value of the environment variable, you have to make use of export command by assigning a new value to the environment variable. Okay. So these are nothing but a few example of environment variable. So this is how to display the value of the environment variable by using echo command. If you want to change the value of the environment variable to some other new value, you can implement it by using, you can give a new value by using this command. Export command will assign a new value to the environment variable. Then environment list. So points a collection of environment variables. So environment list is nothing but which points a collection of environment variables and associated values. See here, environment list is nothing but it points environment variables and associated values. So here are a few example variables and the description is given. What will be the terminal bit, then home directory, language, terminal height, then login name, path, present working directory, terminal. So these are nothing but environment variable and these are nothing but the description. For example, if the environment consists of 5 strings, so assume that we have only 5 strings. So here we explicitly show the null bytes at the end of each string. So at the end of each string, null will be used to indicate the end of the string. And as we don't have the argument count, here it is indicated by the end of the list is indicated by null pointer. So we will call environ the environment pointer. So this is nothing but the environment pointer, the array of pointers, the environment list, and the strings they point to the environment strings. So it is a pointer that points the environment list. Environment list is nothing but it is the array of pointers that points the strings along with its value. So which consists of variables and then values. That is the meaning. So this is the example of an environment consisting of 5-character strings. And here is the program. See here, in the main, along with argument C and argument V, this is an optional third argument. We are passing env. So by using this, we are going to print the environment variables. So as usual for loop, we are using environment of j not equal to null because the list end of the list is indicated by null. So that is why we are taking environment of j not equal to null. So till you reach the end, you are printing the value of env of j. So env of 0, what is the value? Which contains home. Environment variable is home, the value is Subhash. And environment variable next one is shell, what is the value? Next is term, what is the value? Next is user, what is the value? So like environment variable and associated value can be displayed by using this third argument, this one. If you are clear up to this, type double S in the comment section. What about others? Okay. Now coming to environ variable. So one method is by using this variable, you can access the environment variable of your program. And the other method is you can also use one more method to access the environment variable, this one. Instead of using the third argument of the main program, you can use this one. Format is extend character double dot environ. So this is a variable. Through this also you can access the environment variable of your program. See here, instead of using this one, excuse me, instead of using this variable, we are going to use environ. So this one. So other than the third optional argument to main function, the C startup function provides an external variable environ that can also be used to access the environment list. So by using this variable also, we can access it is of type extend character double star environ. So in this program, we are using this one. Instead of this optional third argument, we are going to use this one to display the environment variable. Same thing, instead of this name, we are using environ. Environ of j not equal to null, you are displaying the value of environ of j. So again, what are the environment variables for the program and associated value? So when you are running this program environment is displayed here. Okay, so what is the home directory, shell, then terminal, user. So all these things can be displayed by using this environ variable. Then functions that access environment variable include. So now we are going to see about how to set a value, how to get the value of environment variable, how to delete the environment variable. So these are the things. So these are the 4 functions we are going to see. So get env. So this is to get the environment variable. So get the value of the environment variable by using this function. And set the env for add, delete and change the environment variable. and put env, change or add an environment variable, and set env deletes the variable name from the environment. So these are the four functions we are going to discuss now. So how to get the value of the environment variable? So for to get the environment variable, you have to make use of this function. So you have to include this header file to make use of this function. Here you have to specify what variable name. What is the variable name that you want to retrieve? So it searches the table of environment variables for an entry corresponding to the variable name. So here you are passing a variable name. So that variable name is checked against the list of environment variables. Okay. So what will be the return? Returns are pointed to a buffer containing the current string value of variable name. So it returns a pointer. See here, get env path. So what is the path? What is the value of the path that we want to get? So this one returns a pointer to path variable. So pointer to value associated with name if exists. Otherwise null will be returned. Null pointer will be returned. So here get environment variable, namely path. So I want to get the value of the path. So path is assigned with some value. So that string pointer is written to this variable. That is the meaning. So here is an example. We have declared one pointer variable of character type get env path. So path value will be pointer is written to this variable. Now we are displaying the value here. Okay. See here, character star pointer get env home. So I want to retrieve the value of home, environment variable home. So if it is exist, then a pointer will be returned. If it is not equal to null, then you are displaying home is equal to what is the value of ptr. See here, home is equal to root. So this condition is true. So what is the home value? That will be displayed here. Okay. Then how to set specific environment variable. So now we want to give value. We want to change the value, existing value, or we want to assign a new value to the environment variable. In that case, what we have to do? So in addition to fetching the value of an environment variable, sometimes we may want to set an environment variable, change the value of an existing variable, or add a new variable. So these are the things we want to do. So in addition for getting the value, we may want to set an environment variable, change the value of the existing variable, or add a new variable. So how to accomplish all these things? By using these functions. Put env, set env, unset env. To set or unset a specific environment variable, the following functions are used. Put env first. Change or add an environment variable. So as you all know, name is equal to value. This is the format of environment variable. So home is equal to the path, that will be the home directory location will be displayed here, right? So name is equal to value path. Suppose if the name is already exist, its old definition is first removed. Input env. Okay. So again you have to include this header file. Format is put env. You are passing character star str, that is a string variable, a character pointer. So here put env home is equal to Aguila. I want to set home is equal to Aguila, new value. On return, it returns the value 0. So return type is int. So on success, 0 will be returned. On failure, non-zero. On error. So put env. I want to set an environment variable with a new value Aguila instead of the old one. So here I have executed the program. See here, this is my program. I am compiling the program first, creating an object file namely P. I am executing the program. So this program displays before setting what is the home value. This environment variable home is having the value /home/csv. Then I am executing put env. I am assigning a new value home slash Akila. So after setting home, what is the value? That is the concept of this program. So here is an example. First, you are getting the value of get environment. What is the home value that you are getting? So PTR is the same with a pointer. What is the value of home? Then control comes here. Before setting home is equal to what is the value? So home slash CSC will be displayed. So first you are getting the environment variable of home. It runs the pointer. So this condition fails here. So control comes to this else part. So before setting home, what is the value that will be printed with the PTR value? After that, by using put env, CSC. So after setting, you are displaying after successfully setting, what value will be written? 0 will be written. So it is not 0 means 1. Condition true. So control comes here. You are displaying environment variable successfully set. Then you are getting the value of home. So display environment variable successfully set. After setting home is equal to Akila. So after getting the value of home, you are checking whether it is equal to null. No. Then control comes after setting home is equal to Akila. That will be displayed. If you are clear up to this, type singular in the comment section. Okay. Now coming to set env, set environment variable. So here in this you will be having one argument set env name and then value. So what is the environment variable? What is the value associated with it? Whether to change that value or not, that is specified by the flag. So here the set env function sets name to a value. If the name already exists in the environment, then if flag is non-zero, existing definition for the name is first removed. Update the entry with a new one. Okay, so if this is non-zero, then existing definition is removed. Then update it with a new value. If the flag is zero, then existing definition for the name is not removed. Name is not set to a new value and no error occurs. So you can set a new value, or you don't need to. If you don't want to set a new value, you can give. You have to give a non-zero value here. If you don't want to change the definition, existing definition, if you give a non-zero value, sorry, if you give a zero, then the existing definition for the name is not removed. If you give 0 here, existing definition will not be removed. If you give a non-zero value, then existing definition is removed and the new value will be assigned. That is the meaning. So again, on success returns 0, on failure non-zero. So set env, see here, set env home Sarah. So I want to assign the environment variable home with the value Sarah. So here I specified 1. So means that existing definition for the name is removed. Then new value will be assigned to home variable. You see the program. So set env with flag 1 means that if flag is non-zero, existing definition is first removed. See here, I am compiling the program, running the program. So before setting, what is the value? After setting, what is the value? Okay. So first I am getting the home value. So home is slash home CSC. So this condition fails, control comes here. Before setting, home is equal to home slash CSC. Then by using set env, I am setting a new value. Here I gave 1. So means that set a new value. Okay. So here we are changing home variable with a value Akila instead of home CSC. So it is changed to a new value So control comes here inside. After successful execution of this one, control comes inside. You are displaying environment variable successfully set. Then you are getting the value. You are printing the new value. So the new value is Akila. That will be displayed. Now with the value 0, what will happen? If the flag is 0, then environment name is not removed, environment name is not set to a new value, and no error occurs. See here. So before setting, what is the value? After setting, what is the value? Okay. So first you are getting the value of home. Then you are displaying home is CSE. Now here I am calling set env home Sara, but the flag value is 0 here. So means that the existing definition should not be changed. Okay. So the new value which I am passing here should not be assigned. That is the meaning for the home environment variable. So the existing definition will not be changed. So control comes inside. You are displaying as usual environment variable successfully set. Then you are getting the value of home. It is equal to null. No. You are displaying the value. The same value will be returned because here flag value is passed as 0. So the existing definition is not changed. If you are clear up to this, type double S in the comment section. Only 3. What about others? Double S. Ritendra. Okay. Then unset env. So this is to delete the variable name from the environment. So for to delete, for to remove any definition of the name, we have to make use of unset env. It is not an error if such definition does not exist. So the header file need to be included. The format is unset env. Then you have to pass the variable name. See here unset env variable name. So returns 0 if okay, non-zero on error. So if I want to remove the environment variable home, so I have to use unset env of that variable. Same program. You are getting the value of home. Home CSE will be displayed. Then unset env of home. So here I am removing home variable from the environment list. After that, I am trying to get home environment variable. So this condition equal to null. Yes, the condition is true because the definition is not the variable itself is not exist. So home not defined will be displayed. See here, home not defined. So in this program, here you are getting the value of environment variable home. Then you are displaying the value. After that, you are removing that variable from the environment list, so that when you are trying to get the detail about the home environment variable, that variable itself is not exist, so that home not defined will be displayed here. So this is how to delete an environment variable from the list. Okay, and here is the another example for put in me and get in me function. So here we have specified some variables. After that, put env of variable 1. So what is variable 1? This one. Path is equal to, you are assigning a new path. So here you are passing, you are setting path is equal to this value. So that will return on success it returns 0. So we are setting a value path is equal to this path, new path. So control comes here. Percentage is inserted into environment. That is path. This entire thing. Variable one is this entire thing inserted into environment. So that is displayed here. Inserted into environment. Then Value 1 is equal to get env of name 1. What is name 1? Variable name is path. So you are getting the value. Then value equal to null? No. In that case, you are displaying retrieved environment variable. What is the value retrieved? Name 1, value 1. So name 1 is path. And the value 1 is what value you got here. Okay. So that will be displayed. So path retrieved from environment variable value is the new one. So you are inserting a new value, path equal to this new path you are setting through the command put env. By using get env, you are getting that environment variable with its value. If you are clear up to this, type singles in the comment section. Same thing, another program. We have declared two variables. Value 1 equal to get env of name 1. Value 1 equal to get env of name 1. So here name 1 is nothing but path. So you are getting the value of path. Then equal to null. No, you are displaying the value. See here, what is the path? That information is displayed in the program. After that, put env of variable 1. So put env of variable 1 is this path. You are setting a new path. You are setting a new path. Then it returns value 0. Control comes here. You are getting the variable value. So you are getting path variable value. So after that you are displaying same thing. So this is the existing path. We have inserted a new path. So what is the value that will be displayed? That is the meaning. Are we clear up to this? Tomorrow
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have a regular class instead of the tutorial hour, because before CT I want to complete the portion. Second portion need to be completed. So tomorrow you have a regular class. After that we'll arrange the tutorial hour later. Okay. Are you clear up to this? Type double S in the comment section. Okay. We'll meet you tomorrow. Thank you. Take care. Bye.